Welcome to Solo Journeys podcast, where every journey starts with a single step.
Episode 1: Beginning the Journey.
I am your host, Sashi,
and this podcast is all about solo journeys and its philosophy. Today is 28th of June 2024, and this is my very first podcast, where I would like to start out by telling you my story. Last year was the beginning of the end of my 13 years long journey with my husband. The beginning of 2024 was life-changing for me, when we finally decided to separate officially. Up until now, I'm so proud of us both being so adult and
great human beings,
to handle it in the way we did, with respect to each other, support and understanding. This was a clear sign for me that those years were actually not wasted, and I'm endlessly grateful to my former partner for his presence in the last 13 years of my life and after. Divorce or separation is a challenging time, but it also opens up new horizons. Last year I started traveling alone, and guess what? I liked it. It was a huge inspiration for me to do something in this direction, but I would like to get deeper into this topic in the upcoming episodes.
After my ex-partner decided to leave the apartment, I had a dilemma: should I stay or should I go?
Finding a new, smaller and cheaper apartment in Zurich, where I lived for the past 13 years, is quite of a challenge. Zurich's house market is tough, and finding a place that met all my needs, for example, affordability, a safety outdoor space for my cats, and close to the forest, was nearly impossible. So I did have one smaller room available in my apartment, and that's when I decided to try something new.
Hosting on the Airbnb.
The room was perfect for one person, so I listed it and started hosting solo travelers. Now, 3 months later, I find it incredibly inspiring to meet people from all over the world, people I would probably never have met otherwise. Hosting solo travelers has its own unique advantages. It's so much easier to connect and bond with people who are also on their own personal journeys. All those experiences of the last 2 years have been so enriching that it inspired me to start this podcast. Anyone who is navigating life's journeys on their own or wants to learn more about it. Whether you are going through a major life change, embarking on a solo travel adventure, or simply curious about the solo travel philosophy, this podcast is for you. In each episode, we will explore the stories, challenges, and joys of solo journeys. We will dive deep into topics that matter to solo travelers and individuals in similar situations. Everything from the emotional aspects of traveling alone to practical tips on how to make the most of your solo adventures.
Join me on Solo Journeys podcast,
where every journey starts with a single step.